New Hope, Pennsylvania itself has 242 buildings on the National Register of Historic Places. This building is also registered because the original structure dates back to 1720, and half of Washington's army camped here prior to the crossing.
It's well known for its history dating back to George Washington and his historic crossing. But other aspects of history, they took a little longer to uncover.
A lot of things happened here. Besides being a bivouac site for Washington's army, we were part of a way station for the Bucks County Underground Railroad network of safe houses.
Carl and Deanie Glassman are the longtime owners of the Wedgewood Inn. It was their retirement plan and dream business 40 years ago. And yet, even as they built a comfortable place for all to come and stay, they heard stories.
There were some things happening that we couldn't explain. We're not necessarily believers in ghosts and spirits, but we have had other people tell us things going on here, including some tales that relate to the Underground Railroad. And because of that, we delved into it deeper and learned more about it as we went along.
One day during expansion, the stories became clear. They discovered a hidden room.
Hollow. There's a hidden staircase behind here.
A hatch to the basement, and ultimately a secret tunnel of the Underground Railroad.
We were sitting on top of it. People were enjoying their afternoon tea and refreshments, sitting in front of a fire, and unbeknownst to us, a very dark part of our history, and yet a hopeful part, was literally lying below our feet.
Watch a step right here.
They're a functioning business, not a museum, so they can't just open their doors to everyone who wants to experience it.
That's right.
But when you see it, hear the stories, and feel the energy, you understand why the tunnel below holds so much significance.
We take our role seriously in terms of preserving this history of the building, and especially that involving the Underground Railroad.
We spent some time down in the part of the tunnel that is safe to visit. Part of it was extended hundreds of years ago with wood and therefore unstable.
So this was relatively intact.
Yes.
When you found it.
But the part that is accessible is eye-opening.
Wow.
Most of these places exist are in private residences. We happen to be somewhat public because we're an inn, so we could share this experience with others and hopefully learn from it.
The hatch under the floor.
The Wedgewood Inn property is part of our history, this and every month, and Carl and Deanie Glassman remain committed to doing their part in sharing it.
It's very important to me. I feel there's a higher reason why we all discovered it, and we're the keepers of this inn. It's a terrible time in our history, and yet hopeful.